Hi everyone and welcome to another episode of Sailing Volupia. We're setting off from Dover this morning. We got woke up quite early by all the fishing boats. For some random reason they had their engines running for probably about an hour before they set off, and that was about 4 or 5 a.m, which was a little bit of a pain, woke us up and a little bit tired from that. But we're setting off today and got a little bit of wind at the moment, but it's due to drop off later on.
So we set off early in the morning past the beautiful white cliffs of Dover. I was really excited to see them and I was very impressed. We set off quite early in the morning as we had a 73-mile journey ahead of us to Harwich. Due to the video being filmed back in August, the Halfpenny Pier in Harwich was free for the night. It was a lovely little berth, but there wasn't many spaces, so if you are going there, I suggest you get there early. We left early again the next morning, but we were getting a little bit too close for comfort to the ferries and we were just trying to keep out the shallow areas. So we had a 50-mile journey to the Royal Norfolk and Suffolk Yacht Club where we had a berth booked for the evening, but when we got there we actually realised our draft was too big. So we waited for the bridge to open and then went a little bit further down the river and we ended up in Lowestoft Haven Marina, which was actually pretty nice. It's the cheapest marina on this journey so far. So we had a leisurely lie-in to be ready to leave at 9 the next morning for the bridge opening at 9:30, and we set off on what we thought might be a day and a night sail, but it didn't turn out that way at all.
So after setting off and dodging all the sandbanks, we finally got out to sea. The water's not very deep in the North Sea. About the bits where we've been sailing, I think the average has been about 10-15 metres, which is very different than the south coast where we're used to 50-60 metres. So with the day getting on, we started our planning and prepping for sailing in the dark. This is our first night sail on Volupia and it's Jen's first ever night sail. So what we decided to do is stick half of the foresail away and stick 2 reefs in the mainsail. So we decided to go into a watch system. What we've done 2 hours on, 2 hours off. 2 of us on watch at a time, but we decided that we'd overlap them by an hour so that you spoke to different people while you're on watch. So then I spent an hour on watch with one person and an hour on watch with another. So what we thought was going to be a 24-hour sail ended up into a 59-hour sail. Halfway through that sail, though, the clue on our foresail ended up snapping, which was a bit of a disaster. Not having a spare one on board, it was just the sails that came with Volupia when we bought it. What we done is we just had to sail under the mainsail, which was getting us about 4 knots. So the last 6 hours of our 59-hour sail was motoring. With the lack of wind, we decided to stick the motor on. We were plodding along about 2 knots and had enough of that. So down came the mainsail and on went the engine. So because we were running the engine for 6 hours, just as we got to Hartlepool, the dock control, the people who sort the gate out, opened and closed the gate, asked us to wait outside for 10-15 minutes while we waited for a little bit more tide to get us in. And as I brought the engine into neutral to slow down, it didn't do anything. So I think so we had a small problem where the cable connects to the gearbox. It popped off. So Colin, one of the crew who were on board, popped down, and it only took him 30 seconds a minute to figure that out. But it was quite lucky it happened then, because what it done is it stayed in ahead and if we were coming to a berth and we were doing 4 knots and then all of a sudden went to go in astern to slow down and couldn't, it would have been a bit of a nightmare. So it was a good place for it to happen while we were out at sea.
Our crew, Danny and Colin, have gone now, and they were absolutely fantastic, and they were a massive help to us getting up here. So we just want to say thank you very much, and we both learned a lot from you. Thank you.
Thanks for watching, everyone.